Knowing, knowing, knowing what we learn involving a lot of what happens in the MCU, it's been in the decline quality-wise for the past several years. Knowing how we had the Avengers carry the film's relevance, there hasn't been a practically good, stable movie that I've felt since the last Spider-Man. And the rest has been critically bombed. critically bombed. Or just basically just forgettable plot lines. And I don't like being negative, because of course I grew up with Marvel Comics, primarily a lot of X-Men and Spider-Man. I really wasn't fascinated over the Iron Man until the first movie. But just look how it is, guys. Who really pays attention over the MCU? Back in the day, that could make up a kid's entire weekend waiting for the entire film and talking about it with their friends, ranking about it, knowing which one is better. Now you don't see that. You barely see that. If we look what's been critically bombed around media, Secret Invasion was at least supposed to be at least a prerequisite involving the Skrulls plot line that we haven't had since, what, Captain Marvel? That was like mixed over with 3 different plot lines and plus an origin story nobody asked for. No one gave a shit about I was about to say Plastic Marvel. It's Captain Marvel. It sucks. 50% of the audience cared about the film. The only people that were carrying it was Samuel L. Jackson, and even his acting was dull over him being washed. People telling him he was washed. I think the British lady, not Olivia Colman. It's either Olivia Colman that played the British lady that was torturing one of the Skrulls, trying to garner information over who was creating the terrorist attacks for the government, and then secretly going over who was the Skrull, how they invading the world, and then they just openly share who is in the Skrull, because I guess it would take too much over a CGI budget to do a plot line that could have been fine if it was his own movie. But no, we got Quantumania. Who in the fuck over in the box office thinks that any Ant-Man film would carry over or compensate over their budget for a least popular superhero? Please explain that. I could at least know Black Panther. That's going to do something for the minority field, and of course, is a popular superhero. Thor movies will possibly get a bang for their buck, even though Love and Thunder was mid, really mid. Over the compensate of going over Love and Thunder, when the biggest emotional connection you got was fucking Mjolnir and Thor. Even though they were going over the factoid of dealing with a lady literally fighting over fucking cancer from becoming a god, and then the plot line of the God Bomb, and then they had their own little max opus involving a big wish instead of wishing for his daughter, or at least God's not existing. And then we barely even see majority of the antagonist involving a guy that can literally kill gods like Thor. And that wouldn't be an easy feat that we haven't seen since Thanos was possibly about to kill him back in Endgame. So please, explain, Marvel. Well, this phase gotta end. Because you guys are ending this like the Wild West. How oversaturated we already are with Western movies back in the day. I'm feeling that with the hero films that we're getting with Wonder Woman film that's possibly going to come out. Blue Beetle's going to be campy and corny as ever. People thought that Love and Thunder was already corny. There was and just no like adult caricatures at all. I could at least understand them trying to profit around trying to make this more comic book-esque with the whole multiversal, but that's just them writing themselves over a corner again and again and again. Honestly, whoever thinks I am Groot in another Loki film, another Loki series, when Loki's literally the more popular, antagonist turned protagonist over the plot line of a multiversal of like police force. And this is still cemented Kang is still the primary antagonist, knowing like this is gonna produce around the Kang Dynasty film. And then we got another one coming up the same year, and that's possibly getting like, pushed up again, because they're either not profiting enough over the movies that they keep rushing in, or they just keep riding themselves over to a corner. Marvel is just rinse and repeat with lesser talent, because the more talented actors want to fucking leave. Robert Downey Jr. just left when the iron was hot. I would say just keep out of it. Because the only thing keeping it relevance right now is the Spider-Man films. Sure, you guys want to suck off the Loki films, but you guys never tell me a scene that I should watch. Never tell me a plot line I should watch. It gets agitating whenever somebody tells me, "Oh, movie's good." It's like telling me that my cooking was good, but you never tell me why you like your cooking, and then you never take another bite. That's how I feel about the current critiques of what happens over the Marvel movies. And the only decent ones right now are going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. The only decent one I've witnessed, because majority that we have that I've watched been 5 out of 10s incarnate, like Love and Thunder, like Multiverse Madness, Wakanda Forever. Rest in peace to Chadwick, but as a movie in general, I still gotta critique it as a whole. The origin of Namor was okay. They just pushed over series character development over in just one movie, and I just felt like I still had no emotional investment after the protagonist died by legit like 3 different times, including in real life. And Quantumania is just what happens when you give a Fable sequel. No one asked for another one, even though they like the concept, but no one asked for another one. And then we got freaking Guardians of the Galaxy. That was literally the last hope of at least an average MCU film that I could watch. But we know that'll be the last time we'll get Dave Bautista, because he thought that character-wise it's over. But I know I'm not going to be built enough to do this anymore because I'm getting old. Chris Pratt already made better money, I guess, doing this and the Mario movie. And plus the I Am Groot show is coming up anyway, so I don't think it matters. And now they got more forgettable characters except Rocket, Groot, and Mantis. And I guess Cosmo. Just explain to me why I have to feel emotionally invested. So, of course, I'll be ready, because I'm skipping the Marvels. If you guys want me to watch it and review it, I'll do it in the channel. I don't care, because it's coming before my birthday, dog. Imagine ruining my birthday off this, and I'm doing this in my free will. You guys got me fucked up. And we got Captain America, new ninjas with attitude, because Captain America is black. And then we got the Deadpool movie that I'm actually excited to see, that's coming up May 3rd. But that's already it, and they possibly already have the previous writers that they already bought out from, waiting for Sony's exclusivity with Marvel, so they can do the X-Men film, and they can do Fantastic Four, and of course get the rights over to the Venom plot line, and then do Deadpool. And I know damn well that Kraven film was gonna bomb. So I'm just expecting the worst, and I'm expecting you guys to find the worst out of all this, because I'm just finding the correlation of like no consistency or no emotional attachment to how many movies they're trying to press over for some multiversal madness that they can just press, and well, nobody can remember a goddamn scene. It pisses me off. It does. Because currently we know like everybody's going to remember another Spider-Man movie, and they'll forget the top 5 scenes for the last 6 Marvel films, and the Marvel's going to be heart garbage. They're already inconsistent enough with Miss Marvel's powers, Brie Larson's already an unlikable actress, and this is still cultivating possibly more over to the plot line involving Nick Fury coming back from space. So just know that we're going to get a lot of hugging, a lot of foolishness, and some Dragon Ball Z fight with still a lack of acting. So, yeah. And plus possibly some plot lines that you've seen from the Marvel series and the actual movies. So get ready to feel a bit confused involving the cameos that they think that you're going to get excited for. They've made this as niche as it's going to be. And we could blame ourselves. But I'm going to blame Marvel for just having a lack of quality. Tell me how you feel down below. That's it from the DST show. Like, subscribe for more. We'll be back with further content. I'm going to take some Tylenol